Hello everyone, welcome back to Slay the Spire. I know I've been doing less of these videos mainly because they're almost always an hour long. And, well, it takes a lot of work to do these. Anyway, we're back for today. I don't know if I might be switching the model to one Slay the Spire a week, one Neoverse video a week, because I honestly kind of like Neoverse a little better. And I love Slay the Spire, before anybody says anything. I do, I love it. But Neoverse does a lot of things right. But we're not here to talk about Neoverse. We're here for Slay the Spire today. So today we're going to be going... Excuse me. We're going to be going on Ascension 3 as the Silent because I haven't played as the Silent in quite a while. And I felt like progressing on her Ascension levels. So we got the slime here. This is in post-commentary before anybody says anything because I recorded this last week. So I know what happens. And you probably have a guess as to what happens, considering this is over an hour long, but you won't know until the very end. So yeah, I wanted to get at least a couple elites here, and you're probably going to disagree with my choice of starter choices here, because it's not one I use very often. But I don't dismiss it out of hand. In my opinion, all three of the top three sucked. They were just terrible. So I went with probably the contentious. You know what? They'll just do that, and I went, "Oh my goodness, did I just screw my run?" Okay, so we cannot upgrade. Means we're gonna have to go really aggressive. Why? Because we can rest at every bonfire, boys. That was my line of thinking. Well, we're gonna be going ultra aggro now because we can. So let's get started. The good thing is we do have 4 energy, so that's a good thing, at least in my opinion, and gives us a lot more flexibility in the opening battles. Only problem, of course, is long-term growth of the deck is kind of cut in half just because, you know, we can't upgrade. I know some people are thinking, boy, I bet you wish you get the egg. Yeah, you're right. I wish I could have got any of the eggs. I don't remember if I did or not, but yeah, that was my top hope. I hope I can get an egg. Preferably a fiery egg. Because, you know, that's a tax. So, but thanks to this, we do get through the first battles a lot faster just because we have a little more energy, which by definition means we get to do more things. Don't do that yet. Or you just... I guess it works. I guess it works. Looking back on myself, even I didn't know what I was doing, apparently. Anyway, he's dead, so none of that matters. Why are you blocking? I guess you just wanted to be safe. You just wanted to be styling. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make damn sure I wasn't going to get hit. I think I went with Crippling Cloud here just because of the AoE hit. I did, apparently. Because I needed some kind of AoE, in my opinion. I mean, it's not great. I mean, it's essentially, what? 7, 9, 10 damage over, let's see, 4, and then 3, it's 7, 9, 10, yeah, 10 damage over time. So, I mean, it's kind of like a dagger throw, a little bit better, and it, what's that word? And it's mitigation. I think I actually went backflip here. The reason I don't usually go backflip in the first chapter is usually because you only have 3 energy and it kind of sucks. But when you have 4 energy, it's not that bad. I mean, it's still not good when you're facing Nabi, considering, you know, he kind of shits on you if you have skills. I was like, do I want Doppelganger? Do I want it? Yeah, I want it. I figured Doppelganger with the extra energy could prove useful. Do you think it will? I don't know. I don't know how you value Doppelganger. I know this is not your typical run, so... it's not a typical run. Let's just roll with it. But sometimes the cards are just not in your favor, and you're gonna... Excuse me, take damage. I decided against throwing the weakness potion on a little nobody like this. I feel it was the right decision. I could have probably used Crippling Cloud and did the mitigation, and then probably would have not... Well, let's see, he was going to do 8 damage. If I weakened him, he would have been doing... No, I would have still took 1 damage if I did it that way. It's better to do it this way, I think. Now, if this was Neoverse, I would have played that last defend, because your defense kind of just goes with you between turns, unless the enemy takes it away. I'll tell you one thing: if you go from playing Neoverse to playing Slay the Spire, it's like a whole new world. I know some people are gonna go, start singing Aladdin, but the only times I was like, "Where's my precision skill point at?" Oh wait, they don't have that in this game. Oh, I think I took Infinite Blades here, and I don't think it was the right decision. I don't think it was. I think I would have been better off with the Deadly Poison, but I think I chose the Infinite Blades, or whatever it's called. Yeah, Infinite Blades. To be fair, all these kind of suck for what I wanted. But I thought, well, Infinite Blades is a power. I could use that against Navi. The other ones, yeah, not so much. Are we going to go for a hard kill Barok? It's Ascension 3. You're on a progression run. Are you really going to do it? Well, you'll have to wait and see now, won't you? Okay, not taking damage. And we gotta just try and take one of these out. Lickety-split. Not exactly a battle that I really wanted to fight, but I didn't really have a choice. I mean, my deck is not exactly what you would call, a lot of damage at this point. Excuse me. I don't know what you pick there. Do you pick the Dexterita? I figured Dexterita was more of a catch-all. You're gonna be good if you use it. Whereas, the other one, maybe you will, maybe you won't. So I'm gonna eat 7 damage here. But to be fair, the weakness, pretty useful. Especially, on these things. The poison's not bad either on the one, but it's not great either. This thing is alive far longer than I ever wished it would be, as you probably already guessed. Because this thing's still not dead, and it's what, the 3rd turn, 4th turn now? Usually you want to try and burn one of these down. And it's just not happening. Okay, that thing's dead. I don't know why I decided to waste a shiv on that thing. That was not a good decision in the least. I could have saved an extra energy for Doppelganger. I would have had 2 here, and we would have gotten an extra card next turn. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. Oh yeah, I turn into full-on min-maxer when I'm watching my old stuff, because I feel so embarrassed about how dumb I was. I was like, oh boy, I'm gonna get to parry it! No, not in this game. It's like, I'm gonna parry. Nope. There is no stun for that in this game. Dang it. I'm sorry, I really do like, I don't want to compare the 2 games, but dang if they're not similar. I will say Slay the Spire does have a bit more... I don't want to say... That's a good way of saying that. I don't know, they're different games. They're both really good. I love both games, as evidenced by my playing both of them. Well, this is just a crappy draw, and that was going to happen eventually, we all knew it. So we're going to have to eat another 10 damage. And I don't like it. No, sir. I don't like it. Anyway, this fight's nearly over. We're almost done. One more round should do it. And it did. Thank God. So, Mercury Hourglass. I like Mercury Hourglass, and I darn sure like Noxious Fumes. I mean, we're set at this point for damage, I think. And what did I do here? I think I took Footwork and Poison Stab. I don't remember exactly what I used. I think I went Poison Stab because I had no real offense in my deck at this point, and I need it. Poison Stab's not that bad, especially if you couple it with Noxious Fumes, to be fair. And I was going for Barok. This was like a godsend. I was like, oh, thank God. War Paint. Yeah. Finally got to upgrade something. Of course, I wasn't too happy about the backflip, but whatever. It works. It got us our things we wanted, I guess. I was like, do I want to use weakness on him? I don't know right now. Yes I do. Yes I do. Give you that. Do I want to defend here? Honestly, I don't know if I want to defend here. I think I did. I don't know if it was a really good decision, but I did. Considering I don't think he's gonna die next turn kind of thing, but, well, he's done now, so none of that matters, I guess. Oh, I was just gonna eat the 13. I call that the knob tax, because the knob tax you have to pay. If you don't pay the knob tax, you end up paying much more in the long run. Why did I use that then? That made no sense. That made literally no sense. I could have used both attacks and then used Survivor. That would have been intelligent, just by the way. But, I mean, I got away with it, but they don't make it right. Okay, just saying. Well, I mean, that's kind of useful. I mean, Dreamcatcher, that's all we can do at bonfires is sleep, so I was like, I'm going to take Acrobatics for the same reason I took Backflip earlier. I have the energy for it, so why not? It gives me card draw and helps me cycle through this beast of a deck. I don't think 20 cards is a beast. Look, I'm just saying. I will say the Mercury Hourglass is probably one of my favorite relics. I mean, it's not a lot of upfront. Why'd I use that then? Don't know why I use that then, but I have a bad habit of using things in the wrong order. I don't play my cards right a lot of times, as you might have noticed. I was like, I don't think that little shiv is going to do me a lot of good. Let's just get a bunch of extra card draws next turn, just so I can hopefully make sure he dies. Oh boy, I'm going to get a precision kill. Yeah, it's not a precision kill because that does more damage, but yeah. I might have taken Deflect simply because of footwork. I don't remember. Did I take Deflect? Wow, I'm calling all my shots today. I mean, granted, I've played this before, but it's pretty rare for me to actually get all of them right. Poison Stab kills the one, dude. Use the one. There you go. You're gonna eat 7 damage, and there's not much you can do about it. You might be looking at this going, wow, this isn't going too well for you, Barok. Are you sure you didn't just jam, like, a whole other, like, run into this? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. You want to know? You have to watch, aren't you? Yes, you will. But at least we got a decent Doppelganger opportunity. I actually kind of like Doppelganger. I don't want to say it's insurance against a dead draw, but if you do get a dead draw with it in your hand, I mean, you kind of get, like, the next turn is a great one. I don't think it's the greatest card in the world, but it has its place. Dagger Throw. Well, I wonder what we're gonna do here. Let's see. I think I might have took Sucker Punch. Looking at it's what I'd take now. I mean, accuracy's nice, but I don't think Infinite Blades can really justify that too much right now. I only have the one Shiv producing thing. There we go. I think I actually took the gold for once. Because I was like, well, I'm gonna rest anyway, so I mean, what the hell not for, right? I think I took Blur or Flechettes here. I was checking how many skills I had. It's like, well, I do have Backflip, I do have Deflect, I do have, of course, all the defense. Flechettes could be interesting. I usually cannot make Flechettes work. And this one's, as you might have guessed from my rushing of playing this, it didn't really work this time either. And I was just really paranoid about the slime fight. I don't like the slime fight, and apparently I didn't deem one card worthy of using the Doppelganger. Don't know why, but apparently I didn't. Oh, that's a good draw, at least. 35 damage in the face. Well, too bad. I don't want to take any damage, so I won't really. I mean, I'll take 2 damage, fine. That's fine, but... Actually, I took -1 damage because of my Regan potion, so haha. In your face, slime. Flechettes, if you're gonna use it, let me tell you, learning from this, you probably should use it first. Okay, well, apparently I lost knowledge as I went forward because I didn't do that in the future. I know that. Okay, so he's splitting anyway. That was the perfect split opportunity. That was the perfect split right here, if I do say so myself. I mean, not the perfect, but I mean, him at 68 when the turn starts is about as good as you're going to get, in my opinion. I should have probably used the steroids. So I went up there, was like, should I use the steroid? Oh, no, too late now. I know steroid potions are fantastic. I just forget to use them. I feel embarrassed about that, as I should, but I do. Anyway, the next one's about perfect as well, because now he's gonna split, and this is the perfect split opportunity for him. And he's dead, so haha. I mean, I'm doing everything wrong, but it's still working out pretty dang well. I don't even know how that works. It's like a talent I have with this Mercury Hourglass. I don't know. It's just working, man. He's dead. That was easy, wasn't it? To be fair, I didn't think this deck was that good. Oh god, I remember this choice took me forever. I'll spoil it and tell you which one I eventually got. But the whole time I was like, well, Tool of the Trades. I like Tool of the Trades. I know some people don't like Tool of the Trades, but Tool of the Trade is like... It's basically like machine learning, except you get to discard like a burn or a... I don't know, insert bad card here, days, or whatever. You can just get rid of it. Don't just forget about it for now. So it helps long term. Barok, tell me you didn't take the slime. Well, I wasn't taking the feather, I'll tell you that. It's either the pyramid or the ectoplasm. And the pyramid... I could have taken the pyramid because I did have, actually, pyramid would have been awful to take. So I think the slime was actually the right decision, because the pyramid, yeah, you get the discard, but I mean, it kind of ruins the tools of the trade because you can't really draw that often. Oh lord, this fight, I remember this fight. I don't remember doing very well in this fight either. This fight is either almost always really easy or really bad. I don't know why, but there's never a middle ground. Because I drew no defensive cards whatsoever. None. Don't use that first. Well, I guess we didn't need max damage from flechettes. Remember when I said the flechettes thing was going to be a very big point of contention in this? Now that I've discarded all but one of my skills, now I'll use flechettes. Yep. That's when we do it. At least I acknowledge when I do something absolutely fucking stupid. And that's what that was. Make no mistake on that. I call myself out on these stupidities. Do whatever the hell that was. It was not good, is what it was. I mean, to be fair, if you looked at my deck, would you think this would be a winner of a deck to even get through the first boss? I wouldn't have. I would have said, no, this deck kind of sucks. You have, like, nothing really unifying, but... Well, it's kind of working. A little bit. I mean, you can't really deny that, except the part where I'm, like, have no defense sometimes, because I get, like, no defense draws. But I'd like to think I do have a decent amount of defense in my deck. I have a backflip, I have a... Well, I guess acrobatics isn't really defense, but, it feels like it, because it can draw you defense. This should work. Use flechettes next. Yeah, that's very good. But I think I went blur here. I wanted to run Blade Dance, but if I had accuracy, I would have went Blade Dance, but I didn't have accuracy, so I went blur. And those dead draws of no defense kind of was sticking in the forefront of my mind at that point, because I just took two of them into the face. Now, this was a very difficult shot for me. Do I want Panacea? Do I want, well, we know who I think that's the collector. It's been a while since I did this. Do I want, the Panacea, or did I want the, second Noxious Fumes? I don't know if I like 2 Noxious Fumes anymore. I used to love it, but... It's either the Panacea or the Bird-Faced Urn. And I knew Bird-Faced Urn was probably, what's the word, not needed, because I already have, well, the one hammer, which means I'm going to be, you know, resting every time I go to a bonfire, whatever you call that. But yeah, I knew it was probably going to, but the Panacea is just so useful in some fights. Especially in Act 3, with that tangly monster that gives you parasites. I think that will get rid of it. But I went with the Bird-Faced Urn because I'm a slut for passives. Constant cards. I mean power cards. I'm used to saying constant cards now. I will fight people who say Neoverse is not a good game. I will say the localization does leave something to be deserved. I'm not going to lie to that. Why am I defending? Oh, right, because I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter because I'm just gonna poison you out, so what does it matter, I guess, right? So, oh, because I had blur. I didn't notice I had blur, that's why. Never mind, I'm a dummy. I wasn't paying that close of attention, to be fair. Anyway, we're going to be discarding... What did I discard? Probably should discard Infinite Blades. Either I'm getting better, or... I don't know. Or I haven't gotten any better because I still chose what I chose last time, which means I haven't learned anything. I think that's what most people would go with. Yeah, don't use the flechettes first or anything. When you have all the skills, just dump that. I'm not very... I learned something about flechettes. I probably shouldn't use it because I never used it the right way. Or just learn, Barok. That's the other option. Yeah, but... How often do I do that, let's be honest? Okay, to be fair, I do learn sometimes. It's just, you know... When I'm doing a... I mean, I have no excuse. I'm not doing this live. I was completely... I didn't want to take my time. That's the thing with Slay the Spire. If I take my time, things go into an hour-and-a-half video. And that takes ages to finally render. So I don't want to say I have to hurry, but I feel like sometimes I have to. Oh, I have a stuffy nose tonight. I'm sorry. Oh, it's awful. I'm sick, and it don't feel good. My chest is congested, my nose is congested. Life just sucks right now. I'm just straight up not having a good time. We're not robbing a guy, because I'm not a dick, so no. Let's put a timer on this fight right from the get-go. And yes, I realize Noxious Fumes will never be upgraded. I understand that perfectly. I don't like it, but that's the way it is. I took it knowing full well it would never be upgraded. So what? I will say, I think the Bird-Faced Urn did a lot more work than I gave it credit for, but I don't know that. You probably want to get rid of Infinite Blades. Yeah. Don't use that yet. You bloody moron. I did not use that in the least bit right. The flechettes. The flechettes could have done a lot more work for me if I hadn't been dumb. But I was dumb. You're done. There's no sense using anything else. I could have used the Survivor, but... Goodness gracious. Get rid of the Crippling Cloud. You don't want that. So... Don't use that yet. Did I use the Ghost in a Jar? I did use the Ghost in a Jar. Ghost in a Jar is similar to Stealth from Neoverse, but it's not quite as good. I know a lot of people say, but Ghost in a Jar is the best thing, best consumable in Slay the Spire. Oh, I have no doubt of that. Stealth is just better, though. Stealth, you don't take damage. Ghost in a Jar, you take 1 damage, so haha. Explain that, atheist. Anyway. Oh, anyway. I'm sorry. I love both games. I'll be talking about both of them. I'll probably be talking about Slay the Spire when I'm doing the Neoverse thing, because, I mean, they're just so similar games. They're just so fun, but different. Let's see. Get rid of that, because that's 3. Well, I guess we're using that. And it gives us healing anyway, so why not? I think Infinite Blades was a mistake looking at it now. I do think it was. Dagger Spray. Or Piercing Whale. Did I use Piercing Whale? I think I might have got Piercing Whale here, because did I take Dagger Spray? Ah, it was Piercing Whale. Excuse me, the reason I took Piercing Whale was, 1, in case this happened, and 2, just in case the, wait, I'm facing the Collector. Yeah, I used... Wait, Piercing Whale is not really that useful for that fight, is it? Because it does, like, 1 big boosh, not like a bunch of small hits. But this is perfect for this fight. It's perfect for this fight. Did I really... don't think I need to use the other one yet. But, apparently I don't know what I did. You should use Defend, Dagger Throw, get rid of Crippling Poison, and then, use Survivor. But I didn't do that, so... I guess that works. It stacks the weakness up anyway, so... It works. I like Tools of the Trade. I know some people don't, but it does save you a lot, in my opinion. Don't need to use Piercing Whale, so just give me an extra card, 3 cards next turn, apparently. And 3 energy. 28 damage in the face. Well, that's rude right there, sir. That's just rude. Let's get a little bit of heal going on. We still need another 14 defense. Don't use that yet. Use flechettes first. I swear, I'm annoyed at myself watching this. It's like, no, get rid of the. Okay, I guess we're getting rid of that. Use defend, or just eat the. Oh wait, I had 5 times 4. Never mind. I forgot I applied weakness. Anyway, the one thing I wished at this point that I had was well-laid plans. Definitely well-laid plans so you can hold on to that piercing wail for when you need it. Oh, well, that's just not... Don't use that yet. There we are. I mean, I'm doing pretty well here in this fight. Now, this is when I would have wanted to use the piercing wail. Unfortunately, it was quite literally just not in the cards, so we couldn't do that. But don't worry, we didn't take damage. Don't do that. Do I really want to? I didn't really get... No, I just didn't want to do it. Screw it. 7 times 6. 42 damage in the face. Thankfully, I believe he's dead. So it doesn't really matter that I have no defense whatsoever this turn. He's dead, Jim. Just, there you go. And an oddly smooth stone. And a leg sweep on top of it. That's just beautiful. Well, I mean, I guess I could sleep for a little bit. Did I take accuracy here? I don't think I did. I have no reason to take accuracy here. Nope. So yeah, you might notice I'm not really dodging the elites in the second act so far. At least not too much. Now in the third act, I think I dodged elites because I didn't want to deal with it. Because I didn't really have a great source of scaling at that point. I'll tell you, I do remember the final boss, but I guess I shouldn't spoil who's the final boss, should I? Because if I do, a card that I'll be getting later will, well, you'll probably laugh. Let's see. Well, I guess we're blurring it up here, aren't we? What the hell else am I gonna do? Dude, just use them all. You got them. There you go. It's like, what are you even thinking for? Just use them all. And thankfully, since now I don't have to get a whole bunch of dazes in my thing, but apparently I did, because I forgot everything except attacks gives you that. I got a lot of them. Get rid of the survivor, dude. Well, I guess that works. Doesn't really matter. I just wanted to knock that thing down, but I don't think it will. Excuse me, I was kind of waiting for the poison to kill the bird. I don't know if this is a really good strategy, though. I'm probably going to get half a dead draw here. Oh, nope, not at all. I mean, the bad thing is that stays in your deck now, the daze, but it's not in my hand. So, one of those out of sight, out of mind things, I think. So we're not taking damage this turn. And I'm sure... You know, if you'd hit the bird, he would have died next turn, but I guess I didn't want to do that. I guess I thought he's dying anyway, so what's the point, right? Let's just start whittling away at the other one. Yeah, I don't want that. There we go. You are not dead. If I'd used the steroid potion, yes, Barok, past Barok, she would have been dead. But it also would have been a little bit of a waste of a potion, in my opinion. I think I went acrobatics here. I know some people say, but malaise, though. Look, I get it. It's a decent card. But Mummified Hand, though. Mummified Hand plus Bird-Faced Urn is a lot of goodness. Especially for a passive guy like me. I love powers. I was gonna say, if you're gonna use it now. There we are. Don't need to defend, so we're done. So we're about halfway done today. It's going pretty well, this run, I'd say. Wouldn't you? I'd say it's doing pretty well. You thought I was gonna die back on the first act, I bet. I don't know if you did or not. I don't want to put words in your mouth. But it's been far from optimal. Let's just call it that way. It's been far, far from optimal. Stab him. There you go. And I guess Doppelganger. Now I do not have Noxious Fumes up, so he's not there, and now he's dead. And now we got 20 damage incoming. But we're fine, I think, with the combined might of the... I guess not fine, but we're not going to take a whole lot of damage. You know, at this point, one could argue, Barok, I think you have too much energy. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe I do. In fact, one would argue, yes, you do, because you can't use it all at this point. But at least we're only going to take 10 damage because I drew absolutely no defense cards. At least you got that healing from your bird-faced urn to help pick you back up eventually, right? I guess. That's about what I'm counting on, I suppose. I'm supposing now. Why'd I use that exactly? It made no sense to do that. I guess I just wanted to use everything in my hand. I don't know why I did that. Use flechettes first. There you go. Is he learning? I doubt it. I probably just did it just for fun. I don't know why I did that. Deflect? Did I take anything? I might have just took nothing here. Oh, there you go. So I guess I did skip one elite and get rid of a strike because I don't want that. What did it give me? Accuracy. I was like, oh, how the tables have turned. I turned down accuracy twice, and here we are, we got it. Which in a power-centric deck could be rather neat. Get rid of that. And that should work pretty well because we'll have loads of defense for next turn. And by loads of defense, I mean 15, of course, because I can do simple math in my head. So one defend is... I was going to say use flechettes next. Use it. There you go. Doesn't really matter at this point, so either one of them. There you go. Let's see. Get rid of the strike. Should have been the right... I guess the defend would have made more sense, so yeah. Acrobatics, get into infinite blades, which is what I wanted. Don't need to deflect right now. So now we have a guaranteed 7 damage per turn. Guaranteed. No way out of it. So at least we got that going for us. Get rid of a regular strike. Still need 10 more. Well, we'll see how this plays out. I think that this will be fine. I mean, obviously it will, so poison it. Because that's the way you take this thing down, you poison it. At least in my opinion. Because the reactive armor is just a pain in the butt. I mean, it's not real. I mean, this thing can be dangerous. I've died to it before. It's rare, but... You know, usually I don't. I was just trying to end it this turn, but I couldn't get an attack card to save my life. I was wanting to do it before the poison took it. Ghost in a Jar I will never say no to. I think I might have actually taken Sneaky Strike here. I don't usually take Sneaky Strike, but it was upgraded for 1. 2, I have Tools of the Trade. I know a lot of people don't like Sneaky Strike, and I don't usually like it either, but when you have Tools of the Trade, it's just like, well, why not? You're going to be discarding a card every turn once that's up, and then you get this basically just a free attack that, I mean, with my amount of energy, I didn't really need it, to be fair. I didn't really need it. But upgrades are upgrades when you're running with a Runic Hammer or whatever that is. So, I mean, obviously it's not going to help me this turn, but it's cost 0 anyway, so, I mean, essentially, kind of is worth it. A little bit. I should probably use Piercing Wail. It's like a little mini defend. Get rid of... Joe. I don't know what you get rid of here. Doppelganger? I guess? Probably what I do now. I don't remember what I did then. Why'd I get rid of that? Well, there's the first difference of opinion with my past self. Don't get rid of the defend. Well, I guess I just wanted to take some damage, you know, that's just, yeah, I just felt like taking some damage. Don't get rid of the strike! No. That'd be dumb, Barok. Just eat the damage in the face. Not my brightest moment. Not my brightest moment. Now get rid of it. Not that. I guess I just didn't want to kill anybody this turn. That would have been rude after all, you know, that's just the way that is. Flechettes, don't get rid of a defend. Well, actually, I guess this time I should have gotten rid of, I don't even know if it made a difference at this point what I got rid of. Don't get rid of flechettes. Get rid of... No, you don't want to get rid of Sucker Punch. I don't even know what you get rid of at this point. I guess I chose Sucker Punch because I wanted to use the flechettes. Flechettes is kind of weak when you don't even upgrade it, and you don't use it properly, but for some reason I took it. At the tip of a lance. A blunted lance. A lance is a lance. No matter what. Why are you quoting A Knight's Tale? I don't know. I think he's getting worse. He is getting worse. I still love that. That's my favorite Heath Ledger movie. I don't care what anyone says. A Knight's Tale is freaking funny. Precision kill! There's no precision kills in this. Dang it. I think I went with Deadly Poison, because I was like, I think I need something to accelerate my poison, since it stacks on itself, so I think I took Deadly Poison Plus. As a trying to be form of scaling of sorts. I think I took... no, I didn't take the block potion, because I'm full of those. Did I take anything else here? I think I might have skipped the store. And we're at full health. Hard to not be. I think I went Dagger Spray here just because I need... Oh, did I go more Crippling Cloud? I might have went more Crippling. I don't know, I just skipped it. I would have probably taken one of the two, though. But I guess I do have a 31-card beast of a deck, so I guess that makes sense why I did that. This is pretty much what you'd call the best-case scenario for an opening turn in the world for this deck. I got both of my real big passives out. And we get to stack some poison first thing, and get rid of a lot of his immunity, or artifacts, I guess, in this version. In this game, see, of course, Neoverse is called just plain old immunity, which I think is more straightforward as opposed to artifacts, but whatever. Now the poison, she will work. Her magic. And it is a funny magic. You're gonna try and parry again, aren't you? Maybe I was. Maybe I was. Get rid of the deflect, you don't really need it. And that's basically free. Don't know why I'm going after that thing, but apparently I decided to. I guess because it was doing damage, that's why. Should be putting poison on the big dude, which is exactly what I'm doing. And all the small little attacks go on the little dudes. Meanwhile, the poison's gonna basically beat this boss for me, essentially. Now, I know most people are going, Barok, you've already won this fight. Well, at least those who played this game are probably going, Barok, you've already won this fight, dude. I agree, I have. And for those who are maybe not as experienced in Slay the Spire, you may be thinking, Barok, I think you're getting a little full of yourself here. No, I have a ghost in a jar, which is like this guy's Antichrist. He can't really do much on his big boosh attack when you have a ghost in a jar, so, I mean, that's the only real dangerous thing about this boss fight is his big Hyper Beam, I think it's called. So yeah, I've kind of already, unless this fight goes on forever and a day, I've kind of already won this fight. Which, to be fair, maybe it will go on forever and a day. I don't know, but even if it does, I have Noxious Fumes, along with Poison, to just not make this last forever. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to say this is done and over with, because it's certainly not. It sure seems like it sometimes. Sucker Punch could actually be useful here if I didn't want to try and do that. I probably could defend myself and not use Ghost in a Bottle here. I don't remember what I did exactly, but apparently I decided, screw it, we're going Ghost in a Bottle here, just cause. And we'll just use that to, you know, draw, so we can just get two things done at once. Didn't need to hit him, because he'll die in the next turn anyway, so this is all just going and doing as much damage as we can, essentially. And Blur is just a nice little bonus, on top of everything else. Not that I'll need it for next turn, because he's going to be stunned. Now we're a little bit more vulnerable, but at the same time he's 22 poison up, and we're still sitting pretty at full health, so, I mean, things are looking pretty good right now, especially with another blurred add on top of it when he actually starts attacking again next turn. I don't know if the runic hammer was a blessing or a curse in this run. It feels like a blessing, but I know it could very easily turn into a curse if you're not careful, if you get it the first go, or the first, you know, the blessing of Niao. Or Neo, as I'm sure some people call her. And I believe it is a her, the whale, so... I think you gotta get rid of regular defend here, because you already got all the defend you need. Probably should use the poison next, because that's kind of what you're burning it down with. But I decided to do that first. It's not an entirely unfounded thing. So, well, that'll work, I guess. Use a dagger throw, you don't need to backflip. There you go. Now, I do remember specifically in this run, I think I got an access to reflex. And I know some people go, Bark, if there's ever a build to take reflex, this would probably be it. I disagree. The build to take reflex would probably be a, well, maybe. I was gonna say with a kite, but I don't know. Anyway, he's dead, so what does that matter? I've only taken the kite on a string twice, one of which you saw I won with, the other one was just going down in flames, and it was miserable. Like, it was bad. I lost big. That first time I picked up kite or whatever it was. Anyway, it's over. Second boss down. And we got a weak potion. Oh, I think I took Corpse Explosion here. I know some people are going to say, but my after image. Look, Corpse Explosion is a win condition against Donu and deck. Oh, Lord. Hovering Kite, that's... Barok, did you remember that? No, honestly, I didn't. But I wasn't going to take Hovering Kite because I didn't need 6 energy. And I already had a discard, so it was like, well, do I take the Wrist Blade, which will be kind of overkill, because I don't have any... I don't have a Shiv deck. But it's like... I kind of have a Shiv deck a little bit, but I only have the one Shiv card producing card, which is what was that card called? The Infinite Blades. That's all I got. So it was kind of a worthless little relic. I was like, oh, I don't want that, but oh well. So, as is customary, unless I have a completely OP deck, I usually try and avoid elites in the third act, because they end up ruining runs, more often than not, in my experience. So I was dodging elites. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna church it up. That's what I was doing. I'm not ashamed of it either. Anyway, that's a decent first turn, but not a particularly good one. But at least we get another... I don't need to defend that, so yeah. Get rid of that. There we go. Should be... Battle... No, keep Sneaky Strike. You want to get rid of, probably Crippling Cloud. Probably should have used Flechettes before that, but you didn't. So, whatever. I mean, you would have had another extra few damage, but okay. I mean, I don't have this, see? It actually has, see, Tools of the Trade's helpful. I would have had to just defend an extra 4 if I hadn't had to do that. Which, I mean, you have 19, Barok. I think you would have been fine, maybe. Maybe I would have. But I will say Tools of the Trade is very helpful in times like this, so that you don't have to get burned in the face. You just have to worry about not, you know... I don't know. There's nothing to really worry about at this point. It's dead. So... I think I went Dash here just because Dash, it doesn't scale well into the third act, but... I mean, I have so much energy anyway. It's never a bad card, it's just never optimal. Except for the first act. It's great for the first act. I will say that. You get to remove a card. Sweet. I don't need attack. Get that out of here. Now this build, this group, I don't remember being that bad, just because I actually had some defense. Well, by defense, I mean not a great amount. I still took damage here, as you obviously can tell, but 24 damage, you took 9 damage, so... yeah. I still say Mercury Hourglass is one of the most underrated relics in the game. I don't know if it actually is, but I don't see a lot of people stick up for it. I think Jorbs might stick up for it, but I don't remember if he said it's a good one or not. But I like it. I don't care what anybody says. I like the Mercury Hourglass. It's a lot of damage over the course of a fight. For basically doing nothing. You do nothing and you get the damage. And I mean, that's just... I love... Like I said before, I'm a passive guy. I love passive spells. So I'm all for it, you know. I have enough armor, dude. Just attack the thing. There you go. I don't know if you have enough armor to attack the spiky one. I think you do. I think you do. Now this, I think you gotta just wait. I mean, I'm gonna take 2 damage if I don't do anything. I'm gonna take 3 damage if I do attack it. So I was like, well, mathematically speaking, I think it'd be better if I don't attack it. So, I'll take another... Did I want backflip or acrobatics? I think I went backflip just because it's an improved backflip. Well, this thing shouldn't be too bad. I mean, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but I do have, generally speaking, 3 dexterity plus if you count the dexterity card, which hopefully you do, because otherwise... Oh, I didn't discard. I was like, why did I not have the energy? Because you didn't have tools of trade up yet, you idiot. There you go. Use that. Got some health back. I mean... To be fair, the bird-faced arm saved me a lot of health in the long run, too. How much HP has that saved me over the course of this run so far? Probably dozens. Probably. I don't know. I haven't counted. But I will acquiesce that I do tend to go more turtle once I get poison deck. And that's not a good habit, I don't think, in the higher Ascensions. I don't think it'll work. But, I mean, for now, it's kind of working a little bit. I think I would probably just doppelganger here. Oh, well, apparently I thought so too. Just to try and draw what's left of my draw pile. Well, that worked. A little bit. I was trying to get the footwork, as you might have guessed. Blur. Defend. Probably should do that, because now you can use everything. Probably should have used Dagger Throw first, so you wouldn't have to waste that. Because I think that was... I don't know what that was, but you could tell. You could have told if you pay attention, which I didn't. Probably should have used Flechettes first, because that was a skilled numbnuts. I think I went Poison here, funny enough. Just so I could stack that Poison up. Anyway, as you might have been able to tell from the map, it was a Time Eater. And it's a good thing I didn't make a Shiv deck, isn't it? I think it was. Oh, that's a lot of damage coming out. And it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. From this thing. This thing scales pretty darn high. Yeah, just use the Survivor. Of course, that's kind of what this thing does. Scale. Pretty darn well. So get rid of the basic strike, start turtling up again. And I think the dash would actually give me more, but for some reason... Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter. I'm not taking damage anyway, and he's dead. I could just hit in turn right now. But of course, I have to kill it with my own hands. I can't just let poison do it. No. Yeah, reflex. I decided not to take reflex because I don't like reflex. I think it's kind of a crappy card to have drawn into your hand. I mean, if you draw that before you get tools of the trade up, it sucks. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it in the first place, period, but... I don't know, I just don't like it. And yeah, I'm gonna take damage here. Not much I can do about that, in my opinion. So, we gotta eat it. But, I mean, the win condition's already in place. As soon as the one in the front dies, we win. So, that's why I took Corpse Explosion. Or at least one of the many reasons I took Corpse Explosion. You gotta use Infinite Blades. You gotta. It helps restore your health. Not that I really need it, but it does. Still gonna take damage, though. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take 4. but the fight's over. So use tools of the trade to heal up. Use it. Use it. There you go. Yeah, it's done. Backflip? Nope, apparently I didn't need backflip, or I didn't think I needed it. I might have given up the steroid potion, because I never ended up using it, because I'm a dummy. Well, I knew with the block potion I do tend to use probably too early. Acrobatics? Nope, I thought I had enough acrobatics, apparently. Maybe I was right. Maybe I was wrong. This group could be trouble. Maybe. Depends on when I get that corpse explosion, I guess. But we're gonna eat some damage here. About 11 of it, as a matter of fact. And I got nothing to prove. I got nothing to show for it either. Footwork, at least. We're not taking damage here, excuse me, so get rid of the piercing wail. That's what you should get rid of. Use that, heal. Strike it. Flechettes does nothing, because I didn't use it first. We will never get our corpse explosion, because if we did, things would actually be easy. Oh, there we are. What am I going to use it on? I guess that guy, because he's about to die. And I just decided to eat a whole bunch of damage. Well, not a whole bunch of damage, but some damage. About 11, to be precise. Better than eating even more, in my opinion. So the one on the left's dead, now we just need to make sure the other two will die in the explosion. And try and heal where we can. I mean, I guess I didn't realize that thing was already dead. But it was. Boom. Not the cleanest fight, but a one nonetheless. A victory. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless. I would not recommend anybody ever take Grand Finale unless you know what you're doing. I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't take Grand Finale. Gotta go left. You gotta go left. If you go right, you probably will die. Because I have no scaling very quickly. Well, this is a very easy choice on what I'm gonna do. Do that. Poison it up. Gotta use Piercing Wail here because I have no defense whatsoever. And poison that thing. Still gonna eat 8 damage, but a far sight better than 20-something damage. At least mathematically speaking. Infinite Blades gives you healing anyway, so do that. Why not take the free acrobatics? Get rid of the crappy thing. Use more to get more defense. And we're not taking damage now. That thing's going to be exploding next turn, so we got to get that down. Don't need to deflect here, so we're done. So that one on the right will be down to 3 health. So it'll be fine. He's dead. Now the one on the left's the priority, and after that it's just elementary, really. And we get 3 extra cards. Like I said, I like Doppelganger, especially when you have excess energy. It's like a cheap man's ice cream, a little bit. Plus, it helps offset if you do draw a bunch of powers, you can still play them. You know, I like it personally, but that's just me. So we're still not. I don't use that yet. Yeah, at that point I was like, oh, that was not the right order to play that in. No kidding. No kidding. Of course, that's also the problem with that. If you don't have ice cream, sometimes the extra energy will go to nothing. Oh well. Dash on the 1 and this is over. And it's over. You don't have to do anything else. But apparently I thought it did. Anyway. Fear Potion. Blur? I might went with Blur here. Oh, I went with more ramping. Apparently I was really worried about not ramping fast enough. Which, judging by this thing, maybe was not a bad decision. Because I drew nothing but defense. Holy crap. I mean, it'll work, but it's not ideal for this fight. I guess you gotta dash. I think you have to. And with the size of this deck, there's no way we're cycling through to get to that again, so might as well use it now. Dude, just use it left to right. Just use them left to right. Actually, I guess you can't. Just use it the ones on the sides. There you go. I thought I had 3 energy for some reason. Why am I not getting any of my poison? Was my first thought of this. I need my poison, man. Okay, he's gonna be taking 9 damage at the end of the turn, so it's down to 42 damage. Now it's down to 33 damage. Now it's down to 18 damage. It's already weakened, don't waste your thing on that. I was like, well, this will do less, but more long-term. So I took a bit of a hit to go long-term damage here. Don't know if it was right, but that's what I did. Acrobatics first, obviously, get rid of that. That makes us free. Probably shouldn't have done that first, looking at it, but I did. I'm starting to get commentator's fatigue here. I've been doing this for 55 minutes now, 56 minutes. So yeah, we're gonna eat some damage here. I hate this fight when I don't have a real offense-oriented deck. I do. It's awful. You might think, Buck, are you gonna just lose right here? Maybe. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Wouldn't that be hilarious? No, Barok, it really wouldn't. Anyway, no, I'm not gonna die here. It's gonna look like I'm gonna die here, but I didn't. After image, of course. I didn't pick up the first time and I regretted it then. And that's gonna do me a whole load of good. Shop, where I can only afford one thing and I don't want it. Quick slash. I only ever take one of these, and I think I took Dark Shackles here. Dark Shackles. Dark Shackles is really good. Okay, there you go. Heal to full, lose 9 max HP. I thought this was a pretty good deal, because even if I rested here, I would not have been at this high HP, so I thought, mathematically speaking, this was better. I think I took Bouncing Flask here just to really stack up that poison. I think is what I did. I don't know if that was the right decision. I think I might have wanted to take Cloak and Dagger, but I don't know against this boss, so I really wanted to do that. So we'll get all these up. That's it, because, well, this boss fight's all about card management. Obviously. As if you didn't know that already. Yeah, it's a lot more manageable. 21 damage. Not that I have any defense to speak of right now, but, like, actually at all. Well, at least that's free. 5 cards. I might want to save at least 4 for next turn. I should have saved that one for next turn, because I didn't do Jack. But at least I have a Regen Potion. No, don't get rid of it. Get rid of the Defend. There you go. Regen Potion. That should help stave off the damage I just suffered. Use Flechettes first before you do anything. Use it. It's like, do I want to use any cards this turn? I don't remember if I did or not. Apparently I did. Don't use that yet. There we go. We need 2 more cards. We can definitely make that happen with Doppelganger, because he's going to put a minus draw on us anyway, so this will help counteract it, I figured. So, 30 damage right in the face. No, without even so much as a courtesy. Screw you. Throw it in. He just... 30 damage. No, I can... Is that all you got? I can defend that. Don't use the Shiv. You don't need to use the Shiv. Don't use the Shiv, it will do no damage and ruin... Okay, there we go. Apparently I learned that time. I mean, I'll still take 1 damage, but 1 damage is a far sight better than what it could have been. Okay, we got 5 cards to deal with to block 18 to actually it'll be more like 24 damage. I think. Because he gains a strength every time he resets his card counter. Dash, no, yeah, Dash I think is the best play here. How'd I know it was going to be 24? I don't know, but I did. I'm not very good at math though, so it's kind of just a guess. I'm not actually very good at calculating all that crap. I think you might want to keep Piercing Whale here. Oh, maybe not. Looking at it now, I guess you didn't have to at all. How many more? I got 10 more cards. That's fine. And the boss fight's half over, and I'm back to almost full health. Remember when we took 21 damage to the face, and you thought it was probably going to be near over? Haha, it wasn't. Didn't need to use Dark Shackles there at all. In fact, I should have saved it for the second half of the fight, but I was too gung-ho. Yep. Wait, 37 card. Oh, those are for the shivs I've been making, and I haven't been using them. That's probably what that is, isn't it? Yeah, I got some shivs in the deck. Don't need the survivor, so get rid of that. Now, this is kind of superfluous. You don't really need to do this because he's going to heal back. Unless you can kill him, there's no point in doing anything here. And my screen went black because I haven't moved the mouse in forever while I'm doing this commentary. But yeah, now shit gets real. And this is very easily where we could die. Right here. Because he cleared all his little debuffs. He was pissy. And he was not going to take this sitting down. Don't need the shiv. My main priority was just not fucking dying at this point. While maintaining my dots. That was what I was trying to do here. Yep. Don't know why I decided to... Oh no, I guess that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Don't need to use Deflect. So, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Another 39 damage to the face is not looking so good, though. You gotta get rid of the shiv. You don't really need the shiv. Throw it. There you go. I don't think this will actually help matters, but do it. I think you can just play your hand at this point, dude. Yeah, you just play your hand. And that'll be 12. So we'll take some damage, 11, but it'll be fine. Probably. Another 34 damage. He's starting to outscale us just a wee bit. I mean, he's up at 8 strength, but he's almost dead, so... You know, what does that matter, I guess? Plus, he's just melting away. Don't do that. You don't want to do that yet. There you go. Deflect would probably not be the worst thing in the world right now. I would actually argue that, and then Bouncing Flask would probably be better. Bouncing? I guess I just didn't want the extra poison. Fuck it. Who needs the extra poison? That's for scrubs, I said. I don't know. Anyway, he'll be dead in 2 turns, and I don't think I will be. So yeah, this actually went rather well for an Ascension 3 run. This is actually my second Ascension 3 run with Silent, I want to say. It usually takes me once, and then the second time I usually clear it. I don't know why. Except for Ascension 4. That thing's plagued me for a while. On Ironclad. And he's dead. Gem. So... just accept it. I mean, I could just literally do nothing here and it'd be just fine. But I'm not going to. I want to prove I can handle all he's got and more. And he's dead. So, that's it. We beat Ascension 3. I couldn't quite get the third thing up there on the third thing going to the heart because honestly, like, that one's for... I did the... campfire, I did the one thing, and the other... Oh, I never cleared the elite, flaming elite, that's what it was. Anyway, that's it for today, everyone. Saturday, we'll probably be bringing you Neoverse. So, thank you all very much for watching. If you want to see the statistics for this, as always, you can see it right here. So, until I see you next time, everyone, until then...